Amber Heard appeared on the Today Show with Savannah Guthrie of NBC News, reiterating her innocence and reacting to numerous allegations made against her during her trial against ex-husband Johnny Depp. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at new unseen footage being edited out of Amber's interview. Yeah, you heard it right. In reference to the ruling in which Depp mostly prevailed, Heard described the process as surreal and challenging. This has long been anticipated. When asked by Guthrie about her statements in court, Heard responded, "I will stand by every word of my testimony till the day I die." However, Heard has also described the trial as the most embarrassing and awful experience she's ever had. "I've never felt any further from my humanity. I felt dehumanized," she said. Regarding the social media circus surrounding the trial, Heard stated, "I believe it would have been impossible for even the most well-intentioned juror to ignore this. Every day, I passed 3, 4, and occasionally 6 city blocks lined up with individuals holding signs that read, 'Burn the Witch' and 'Death to Amber.' After 3.5 weeks, I took the stand and witnessed a courtroom packed with vociferous, passionate Captain Jack Sparrow enthusiasts." Heard stated in reference to the UK trial that Johnny Depp lost, there was another trial that dealt with the same substantive concerns and contained much more evidence. In reality, the majority of my material was excluded. However, Heard stated that Depp won because his attorneys did a better job of deflecting the jury from genuine concerns. When asked about viewers watching the trial who may believe that both stars are to blame, Heard responded, "I wouldn't blame the average person for looking at this and how it's been reported and concluding that these are the worst of Hollywood's brats. However, what most may not realize is that it is actually considerably larger than that. This is not merely about her free speech rights under the First Amendment." She offered her own interpretation of the First Amendment, stating, "It's the right to speak truth to power, and that's all I did. I spoke the truth to authority and paid the price." When confronted in court with allegations that she acted, Heard responded, says the attorney for the man who convinced the world that he had scissors or fingers, "Who am I to perform? I've listened to weeks of testimony implying or directly stating that I'm a lousy actress, so I'm a little bewildered as to how I could be both." Regarding the alleged abuse in their relationship, Heard stated, "I was never the aggressor. I simply reacted. As I've testified, one must adjust when living in a violent environment where it becomes usual." When Guthrie pushed back, stating that Heard had spoken of initiating fights on audio recordings, Heard responded, "I'm aware that much has been made of these audio tapes. They were initially leaked online following editing. The sound heard in these clips are not evidence of what occurred. It was evidence of negotiations with your abuser over how to broach the subject." Heard replied, "As I testified on the stand, when your life is at risk, not only will you take the blame for things that you shouldn't take the blame for, but when you're in an abusive dynamic, psychologically, emotionally, and physically, you don't have the resources that say you or I do with the luxury of saying, 'Hey, this is black and white,' because it is anything but when you really live there." When Guthrie asked if Depp's insistence that he had never beaten her was a lie, Heard responded, "Yes, it is." Heard concluded the interview by stating, "I've made many mistakes. I've always told the truth." In a clip from the interview that was posted on Tuesday, Heard called a massive social media frenzy around her case unfair. On social media sites such as Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, users ridicule Heard's attorneys and her testimony. In contrast, many social media users viewed Depp favorably, with the TikTok hashtag Justice for Johnny Depp receiving 20 billion views. The hashtag Justice for Amber Heard has 27 million impressions. Heard added, "I don't care what anybody thinks of me or what judgments you want to make about what occurred in the privacy of my own home, in my marriage behind closed doors. I do not assume that the average individual should know that. Consequently, I do not take it personally," she said, "but even if you're certain that I deserve all this hatred and anger, even if you think that I'm lying, you still couldn't look me in the eye and tell me that you believe that there's been a fair depiction on social media. You cannot tell me that you believe this to be just." In 2018, a jury in Virginia determined that Heard defamed Depp by publishing an opinion piece in the Washington Post in which she said that she was a victim of domestic abuse. The jury awarded the star of Pirates of the Caribbean $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive damages, which were reduced to $350,000 due to the state's statutory cap. In addition, the jury determined that Depp defamed Heard through his attorney and awarded her $2 million in damages for her counterclaim. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.